What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, and I'm bringing you something foldy. So today we have a knife. It's called Byrd, and for anyone who knows what Byrd is basically Spyderco's cheaper line. So it's they use a lot of the same stuff, a lot of the same steels. This one happens to have a cheaper plastic handle, plastic scales instead of a G10. You'll notice if you're a Spyderco fan, the same clip shape exactly, except there's no Spyderco little insignia on there. The thumb catch is slightly different shape, but the blade is built pretty much the same. It still uses the 8CR13 MOV steel. It's got a four-way ambidextrous boot clip spots. Your spine lock has the little thumb groove in it. You have jimping on the actual scales. You have jimping on the actual blade. It's basically Spyderco without bells and whistles and finely polished things. However, it gets the job done. This thing is it's very good. It's designed and produced by Spyderco, but it's Byrd, which means you get a $50 Spyderco knife for 20 bucks. Does it perform well? Hell yeah, I'm gonna show you exactly how it performs. Does it come sharp out of the box? Hell yeah, it comes sharp out of the box. I'm gonna show you that too. So it's a full flat grind, and I really dig that. It's made in China. I don't really dig that, but it's crazy cool. It does have a lanyard hole. It even though it's a cheap hard plastic, it's still pretty grippy, which is decent. You're looking at about 8.5 overall. You're talking 4 3/4 closed, and then it's got a 3 3/4 inch blade. I mean, you could put it up next to this, Spyderco blades all day long. It's basically the same thing. I'm not sure about the heat treat and things like that, but I know that the package comes cheaper because they don't have all the little insignias, and the handle material is cheaper. But how's the blade? Let's go find out. Together, we'll go find out. Love you guys. Let's go. Come on. All right, so first things first, we are going to send the Byrd flying. We're going to go right through some aluminum, and I'm going to get wet on this one, I have a feeling. Woo! I'll tell you what, the only reason this can is still together is because I didn't hit that part. But the part I did hit, whoosh, some pretty sweet stuff. Let's see. We'll use this edge. What I want to do is I want to saw with the edge through some of this metal. Right? It's thin metal. It's aluminum. I get it. But what I want to do is I want to run this edge along that. Look at that. Some people do the paper test. Look at that. Look at that. But the reason I wanted to do that is because I wanted to show you this blade sharpness. Let's see. I have a few hairs here. Whoa, man, the sun just caught that blade and blinded me. All right, so basically what's happening is I'm shaving, and I want to get enough hairs on this blade to show you. I'm kind of almost out of hair. But, all right, let's see. I think you guys can see that. The blade's obviously wet, so the hair is just kind of, look, you see it up here? It's just gathering, so let's put it right there. Look at that. Those are short little hairs. That's why they're not, it doesn't look like a lot, but it's everything I touched shaved. This thing, cutting through aluminum, stays freaking sharp. Not too shabby for $20 freaking dollars. All right. So it's a folder. We know that. We know it's not made for chopping. However, that doesn't mean that it won't chop anything at all, because it's a little tiny folder. The edge on this guy is good. The weight is light, so that's what takes it away from being a chopper. However, if you really needed to chop something, and this is all you had, well, I'll tell you what, if you have the time to sit around and do it, This thing, I mean, it's still a knife, so it's still gonna chop, you know what I mean? But don't expect it to chop much. Don't expect it to chop well. It's a freaking folder that's with a 3 3/4 inch blade. So, can it? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I could chop a pallet with a spoon if I just sat there and took the time. But this thing does a little bit better than that and a whole lot worse than others. So what I want to do now is I want to hit it on the spine, see if it's going to close on my hand. I'm going to hold it like this just in case. And I'll tell you what, that's pretty good. So let's see. Well, I was going to do it off camera here, but okay. So far, so good. Oh, it clicks open, it clicks closed, it still works. Not too bad. Let's keep going. All right, so let's do some drop tests. We're just gonna stand up. We're gonna drop it straight. See how the balance is on this little bird. All right, that's the problem with the boot clip right there, is when you hold it and you let go, it changes direction. So you can see that the rear, even though it's crazy lightweight scales, the rear is still heavier than the front, enough to where it's going to pull it over. Let's give it one more shot. And you can see where it's going with that. The balance is not, you know, it's not great. Coming down, you'd think with, you know, the balance point says that all the weight's in the front, but it's not. It's the weight's a lot in the center. So when it drops, it's starting to pull. This area right here is carrying all, you know, a lot of the mass because of the lock. So that's what's happening there. Now it is a flat grind. We already went through there. It's not overly thick, but can I pry a little without worrying? Yeah, the steel's still good. I'm not worried about that, but don't go crazy and pry things. You know, you don't open a car door with this thing, you know, so you can put it in, open a door and stick a hanger in there if you're locking keys. You're gonna break the tip. Definitely made for what it's made for, not made for what it's not made for. So let's take some of this vacuum cleaner hose, some nice hard thick rubber, and what we'll do is we'll just give it a good slice here. And let's see. Wow, that was so simple. I'm talking so simple. How's the edge look? Let's check it out. After banging on a pallet, after slicing some aluminum can, after shaving my manly steel hairs off my arm, look at that, man. I'll tell you what, that edge is beautiful. It's a really good edge. $20. Now, I don't do a lot of Spyderco knives because, well, I don't like the shape. I think it's ugly. And I'm not a non-fan of the company because of quality. I just like an attractive knife. These are not attractive. However, when you're talking about a Spyderco, even though it says Byrd, it's a Spyderco knife for 20 bucks. That's going to perform the same as the one that's 60 to 100 bucks. The fuck, I'm not retarded. I mean, I'm gonna spend 20 bucks. So so let's see what else we have here. We got a nice little stick. Let's see. Oh yeah. Now I'm just digging into this knotted area. I should have probably picked a better spot, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? And it does its job. The thing is sharp. So do I have the ability to take a stick down to a tip? Hell yeah. This thing, even though this is some pretty thick wood, spending, you know, 30 seconds on this, I can get myself a tip. I can make myself a pit trap. You know what I mean? With a bunch of spikes in there. When an animal comes by, boop, dead animal. I'll tell you what, it does the job. Let's see, we'll make a little tent notch here, and that's gonna be no problem. You guys are all getting that. So, I mean, it looks like a fucking reed of a flute right there. the knife is going to handle like a knife, you know, this size should. It's going to do everything the Spyderco is going to do, the regular Spyderco. It's going to do it for a lot less of a price. Here's something I didn't mention, which I don't know why I didn't mention it, because if you watch my channel and you subscribe, then you'll notice, or you'll know that I love choils. I love a good choil on a knife. This one has a good choil. It's a folder with a choil. Not only is it a choil, but it's a jimped choil. Check that out. So that's really, really cool. The ricasso isn't a ricasso. It's a choil, which on these type knives, you'd think that it would just be a plain ricasso. It'd be flat. No. So much better than that. So, I mean, there's not much I'm going to do with this today. I'm letting you know that this is a good knife. This is better than $20. This is a knife that it's either an everyday carry. This is one of those really good little pocket knives. This is a really good, put it in the car and cut open your mail, or use it for whatever you have to in the car. You got a freaking radiator hose that needs to go. This knife will take care of all that. You want to stick this in a go bag, or bring it in as a camping knife for something small. You have your regular survival knife and you carry something little like this, and this is going to get any job done. If you need it for self-protection and you want a little fighter, that little choil holds a pinky pretty well, I gotta say. So if you really need a protection knife that'll fit in a pocket, this thing will do the job for $20 freaking. It's not too bad. The only thing I don't know too much about with this knife is, will it throw? Let's go find out. Come on. All right, guys. So we, as in me and all of you, know very well that these are not throwing knives. There's no way in hell they're made to throw, but there's no way in hell I'm not going to throw it, because I'm down to be all day, damn it. So, let's see. All right, so not let's see. Let's just do. I don't know why I always say let's see, like, if we can, because I'm Donnie freaking B all day. Bam. All right, so normally I'd take it to the rack and I'd finish up, but I'll tell you what, this thing doesn't even need it. It's the Byrd, B-Y-R-D, by Spyderco. It's the Cara Cara 2, and it's around 20 bucks. This thing is more than worth the money. Blade for blade, it's going to stand up to a lot of the $100 blades as far as ability to, you know, just task. You know, it's going to hold an edge. It's got a great edge profile. It's comfortable. The thing does everything you want it to do. The only thing that sucks is that this is some kind of hard plastic. But honestly, who gives a shit? We're talking 20 bucks, and it is freaking awesome. So, you're looking to spend not a lot of money, but you want a lot of knife? This is the guy right here that you want to add to your collection, and your collection can fit right in your pocket. So, buy this if you want. It's a really good knife. I can absolutely recommend it. And I am Donnie B all day, and until next knife.